Have you asked yourself who you really are? You looked at yourself in the mirror and you said, who am I? Why do I exist? We are divided in two things. A human being is actually two aspects. It's a body that we all see, we could discuss, and there is a soul that we always hear about it. The soul has some attribute and the body has some attribute. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. فاقم وجهك للدين حنيفا فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها لا تبديل لخلق الله ذلك الدين القيم ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. زين للناس حب الشهوات من النساء والبنين والقناطير المقنطرة من الذهب والفضة والخيل المسمومة والأنعام والحرث ذلك متاع الحياة الدنيا والله عنده حسن المآب. These two ayah talk about two important aspects. If you read the Quran, it talks about two issues. It talks about the soul and it talks about the body. We have to understand how the body reacts. The body reacts in chemistry. We all have studied chemistry and biology, and maybe at the basic level, but you have kind of studied that. The chemistry is reactions. You know that there's a reaction, there is an end product, and then there's an actual execution and reaction to it. So basically we eat, we have relationship, we see others through vision, we smell, we sense. So the body has a certain role and a certain function that we have to understand, that this is the body and this is how the body reacts to certain things. The main driver is instinct. The body wants to avoid pain. Everybody of us want to avoid the pain. The body wants to survive, wants to eat, wants to reproduce, okay? And the body wants to avoid all responsibilities because the body needs to relax, the body needs to have fun. And we all see, when we go to school, we come back, we take a nap. When we go to work, come back, we take a nap. This is our body. The body reacts to that. The body asks us to do it. The body tells us to eat because we're hungry. The body tells us to see, to play games because we want to have fun. These are human nature, somehow, the nature of human being. It's the nature or the biology of a human. What is the soul? The soul is the spiritual aspect of a human. The soul is when you feel about justice. If you want to be just to others, if you see someone is unjust, and you have this reaction inside you, you say, what's going on? How come he's not just? He's a tyrant. Okay, if you want to seek truth, sadaq, we all have this sense. If someone lies to us, we feel that there's something wrong. So this is the soul that is reacting. This is not your body. This reaction is the spiritual action that we have inside us. When we talk about spirituality, it's not something complex. Spirituality is always there, yet we're hiding it. We're not working with it. Spirituality about these aspects, the akhlaq, the virtues. This is spirituality. So, if we understand that, let's say, if we see someone that in front of us that, let's say, lies, or someone in front of us that do something that is not acceptable, impure, or he's not truthful, like he gives you a condition, he tells you, okay, I'm going to do that, but in reality he's not going to do it, and you're going to feel that you're being betrayed. So your reaction is going to be depending on what kind of soul have you reached, or what kind of spirituality have you reached. Have you reached an elevated spirituality, or you're still at the basic? In Arabic, when we talk about the soul, we talk about the fitra. If you guys always hear the Sheikh Everybody says, oh, your fitra. Your fitra is your spiritual, the basic spiritual knowledge is the fitra. Your body is, we're here in this world because we have a body. We're here in this world. We need to survive. We need to live. So a human being basically at early age is a survival age, and it's an age that grows up. Yeah, and you guys are growing up. You were kids, you were babies before, and everyone were at that stage and grows up. And this is required for this life. Our spirituality is actually who we are in reality, because our body at the end, our body is gonna die. The same thing as we see all year long, people dying, and this is people bodies dying. They're not fading away. They're not dying. In absolute sense, they're not dead. It's just their body is dead. Their soul exists, but somewhere. So this is the basic understanding that we need to understand and differentiate between what's our body and the demand that our body needs, and what's our spiritual demands. This lack of justice that you execute gonna reduce your spirituality. Let's say if we talk about saying the truth or not saying the truth. If you lie, it's gonna reduce your spirituality. If you say the truth, it's gonna increase your spirituality. Yet, with that, there is calamities. Calamities mean there is a certain test, because it's kind of difficult to say the truth all the time. It's much sometimes easier because you want to fear, you go away from let's say persecution. You say no, you start to say something that is not truthful. So saying the truth is going to increase your spirituality. Not saying the truth is going to decrease your spirituality, etc. with all the rest of the stuff. But at certain point in our lives, we cannot just rely on our body, because we're going to be only animals if we're going to just fear the pain, survive, and seek pleasure. At a certain point in our lives, we need to seek our spiritual aspect. We need to evolve our spirituality. And by evolving our spirituality is by going through different tests or different calamities, different aspects in our lives. See that, okay? So it's very important to understand that do not let your body lead you. Let your spirituality lead you. Let the justice inside you lead you. Let the truthness inside you lead you. Do not seek things just because your body wants that, so I'm gonna run around and just seek it. Okay, you don't. It's the same thing as eating. You just don't eat anything. You eat selectively. No, you like certain foods and you hate certain foods. You're gonna eat what you like and what you don't like. The same thing. Islam is there to teach us how to select the right thing for us. Unfortunately, not everybody is Muslim. Unfortunately, most of the people around us, here or anywhere, they're just kind of lost. And the fortunate that we have community centers, we have people around us, we have families that are really awake, and they kind of tell us, look, because they care about you, because they want you to have the best of lives. They want you to go to paradise. They want you to grow and to lead and to have a successful life. We have to control it. And you look at it like that. It's like riding a horse, and depends who want to gain, the rider or the horse. Your body or your desires are the horse. The horse could be a wild horse, okay, and the rider gonna fall at the end. He can't control it.
Wait, what's the horse?
No. The horse is your desires, your instinct.
Wait,
you need to control it.
What he's just trying to say is,
the horse.
What he's trying to say is, you obviously, you're living your everyday life, and you have the things that you want. Whether and it doesn't even have to be, like like this, when he says desires, it means anything. It means like, you know, when you're doing your homework, you have a desire to be, you know, on the computer or playing Xbox, or
exactly.
you know, when you're you know, when you should be going to work or something, or you should be thinking something, you have a desire to do something that's a bit more fun. But you know, if you use your brain and you know, you actually you analyze the situation, you understand that there are certain things that you should be doing at certain times. Like for example, when you have to go to school, you don't just stay home because you want to go on Facebook, you know? Like you actually go to school because you have to, and you understand that it's important, and you know, you learn and blah blah blah, but you know, you need to, so you go there. So it's the same thing with when it comes to desires, like you know, when it comes to anything in life, you know, like you have you have the things that you should do, whether it's, you know, through religion or through work or whatever, and you have your desires. So what he's trying to say, like the horse or whatever, it's I mean,
so it's any desires. As I said, desires, it's going away from pain. Okay.
Do you have cash?
Yeah. I'm paying for the pizza.
I don't know.
I'm the guest speaker here.
It's 40, yeah.
الو السلام عليكم. الموضوع هنخلصه. هسه موسى يحكي وياك. اوكي. هاك احكي ويا حسن، قول له شلون يوصل. So I hope I've been understood well. And as I said, in terms of desires, it's going away from pain, seeking survival, going away from pain, seeking survival, and always seeking the kind of wants to have some pleasure and relaxation. You want to relax, you don't want a responsibility, etc. And it could be anything that is against that. It's what I call the instinct of people want to seek something that is just instinctful. It's because your body wants to have it. It could be, let's say, your body wants to have rest. You're going to school, I'm tired, I can't. This is a desire, is rest. You want a desire to go to sleep. Okay? You have to understand, when you grow up and you have to go to work, there's no desire. You can't sleep over. I mean, sometimes you have only 10 days to call in sick, but afterwards you can't. You have to go to work. Otherwise, they're gonna kick you out. They're gonna be fired. So you have to work. You have to work to control those instincts, and basically control what I said. The rider on the horse, you need to control that horse, which is your actual desires, your actual instinct. And the rider is your fitra, your spirituality. The stronger you are spiritually, the stronger you can control yourself. The weaker you are spiritually, the horse is going to gain over you and you're going to fall over. And in Islam, the core aspect of Islam is to understand who we are. And once we understand who we are, we're going to comprehend who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us a very easy access to Him is through yourself. And believe me, spirituality is not something I'm not gonna give you a kilo of spirituality and you put it in your body. It's not like that. You are the one that is gonna seek that.